Who are joining us with the latest updates on this case. Akash Kolru, coming to you first at the Delhi airport. Any word about Karti Chidambaram?
Well, Ankit, we do have a confirmation right now that he, in fact, has landed approximately 4 to 5 minutes ago. Within the next 5 to 10 minutes, we can expect him to get out of the same gate that my video journalist is showing you right now, post which he is expected to launch another two-pronged attack against the BJP. Remember, there's two aspects that we're looking at this point of time. Before entering that Chennai airport, he categorically stated on record that according to him, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the ruling government in the centre is using this as an issue to divert attention from the all-important situation in the newly demarcated Union Territory of Kashmir. And legally, he's also raising aspects such as his father being very cooperative, him being very cooperative in order to evade the judicial, the custodial interrogation that the CBI is wanting at this point of time. He also goes on to question as to why a charge sheet has not been filed all these years. So on one hand, we have the legal aspects and the legal questions that are being raised by the Chidambarams. On the other hand, we also see them trying to drive a narrative home that this is political vendetta and a political witch hunt being practiced by the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is ruling at the centre at this point of time, using the agencies for their own political benefits and nothing beyond that. So this is the two-pronged attack that we expect him. And also we have a confirmation that he will be sticking to his schedule. He will be attending that that protest of the DMK at Jantar Mantar against the abrogation of Article 370, post which he is also expected to meet the legal team. We still do not have any clarity on whether or not him and his mother will be present when his father will be presented in the court. That is something that we're waiting for clarity on, Ankit.
All right, Karti Chidambaram, as Akash was telling us, has reached the Delhi airport. He is expected to come out anytime soon, leading the charge for his father. As far as the media fight is concerned, it's a tough perception battle that Karti Chidambaram is fighting. So Akash, in fact, was just confirming this to us. Karti Chidambaram has landed. We'll go back to him as soon as he comes out. But Polumi, I just want to come to you. You know, politically speaking, this works well. The optics, the way it was for the first 24 hours, BJP trying to paint that Chidambaram is running like a common fugitive. All that works in the larger scheme of things as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. No matter whether the CBI is going selectively against only the opposition leaders.
Well, yes, Ankit, as we've been differentiating between the legality of what is happening and, of course, the optics which is happening as well. All of this is, to a large extent well calculated. Both sides are aware of the dramatic scenes as they're playing out as well. It's not that everything has come as a surprise or out of the box completely for either side as far as, the drama which has unfolded since day before yesterday when the Delhi High Court rejected P Chidambaram's anticipatory bail plea when he exited from the back exit of the Supreme Court, dropped his driver and clerk immediately from the car, proceeded, switched off his phones and then went incommunicado until, of course, he resurfaced at 8:15 p.m. last evening at the AICC headquarters. Now, the BJP, for them, of course, they are cashing in on it, saying that, well, look, the agencies have a free hand. Under our regime, they can go after the high and mighty. Nobody will be protected and the law is taking its due course. So that is their narrative that they're playing out to. The narrative that the Congress party is playing out to is, of course, saying that this is only political vendetta, this is witch hunt, and the BJP and the central government and the agencies under this government are targeting opposition leaders who pose a stiff challenge to the Bharatiya Janata Party. And that is what is their argument as far as this narrative is concerned. The optics of it, P Chidambaram, of course, was very well aware that, the agencies would come looking for him as soon as he appeared at the AICC headquarters. And if he had to give himself up, if he had to, within 20 minutes of being at his residence, then, of course, go along with the officials, then why didn't he do so at the AICC headquarters? Why did he play out that entire drama? Why did it play out at the residence in Jorbagh? Why is it that, the CBI and the ED officials had to scale walls suddenly after 2 minutes of nobody answering the door? All of these are questions which are being asked about the optics as they played out, and of course questions being asked as to who was aware of them and to what extent.
Also, having said that, Polumi, the fact also remains that there are leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party who have cases of the CBI, and we have not seen the same alacrity as far as the CBI is concerned against those leaders. These are the visuals of last night when Mr. P Chidambaram was arrested. Let me also bring in Anisha, my colleague, who is with us at this moment. Anisha, the important thing today would be to look out what happens in the court, at the CBI court today. While the CBI will be asking for the maximum time that they can for custodial interrogation, what arguments are being prepared from the defense side to make sure that not only they get the least amount of time, and will they be able to apply for the bail, for the regular bail today itself?
Well, Ankit, it will depend on exactly how the arguments go. From what we know at this moment, the legal team for Mr. Chidambaram is scheduled to have a meeting all through the day. Mr. Sibal, Mr. Tanka and the entire legal team is expected to be in a meeting, huddled together to figure out exactly what their plan of action is going to be. But what normally happens in cases like this, Ankit, is that the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate put forward their request before the court that we need this accused person for this many days for interrogation. The defense, of course, tries to argue that to reduce the number of days in custody. In this case particularly, remember when Karti Chidambaram had been arrested last year, the arguments went on for almost 2 to 3 hours, with the CBI saying that we need his custody for 14 days. Ultimately, they got his custody for 7 days at one stretch.
Yes.
But we'll have to see how this entire thing is going to play out once the hearing actually begins, because the CBI is going to have to justify exactly why they need him for custodial interrogation, what exactly is the evidence that they want to bring to confront him with, who are the witnesses they want to confront him with, and where is the investigation stalled that it cannot go forward without him being in custody and being interrogated. Then that is going to be the most important part, because custodial interrogation is allowed only when you can justify that without having this person in our custody, we will not be able to conclude or tie up.
Okay, Anisha, may I request you to stay on with